Hey! Hi everybody. Gosh, it's been a while. I've not seen anyone except my assistant today, Amanda. She's helping us. And welcome to Styling with My Alumni. It's me on. And we're gonna be doing some styling with my alumni, and it's so nice that in this time that we get to connect with my students and stuff like that, or the people that used to take my class and stuff like that. So it's so nice to do this. So, and I might be doing some hair too as well, but I'm gonna collaborate with her and talk to her and see what's going on with her. All right. So Amanda, can you dial her in?
Yes, sir.
Is the music too loud?
Nah.
Okay. So this Amanda in, and cool. It's been a while since I've done live stuff. So
there she is.
Hey, Leah.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. This is my only touching I get to do. My hugging.
I know.
I get to hug my doll head.
I know. I miss that.
Same. Introduce yourself. I want the audience to know who you are. Blah blah blah. So go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone from Austin, Texas. My name is Leah Webb. I am a hairdresser here at a salon called Salon 1150. It's my salon. And I've been doing hair about 16 years. And yeah.
16 years. That's awesome.
Yes.
I think that's, I think once you do 10 years, then you're like, oh, wow, I kind of understand hair now. So I think kind of like that one thing you put in 1,000 hours. So,
I don't know if I understand hair completely, just because I feel like I'm constantly, learning. Like when I took your class in Frisco in October,
So Leah, just a couple questions for you. When did you take the class?
I took On's class in October in Frisco.
Cool. Frisco, Texas.
Yes, Frisco, Texas, and I took the Look and Learn and the Hands-On.
Very cool.
Very, very cool.
Yes.
So
it was amazing.
Do you want to show? You want to do some hair? Or want to do some lived-in waves, or actually want to do some new waves?
Yes. Let's do some new waves.
Cool. So Leah's gonna do some new waves, and then I'm gonna take a look at whatever we can collaborate on and stuff like that. So give her some pointers and stuff like that. So
yes, I have some questions.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use this Marcel.
So I can see what Okay. Okay, Leah, I am flipping the phone around. Wait. Hey.
Hi.
Yes. Yep, I'm here. I see ya. So what's using
so
on the?
you want me to do the new wave?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna use the Marcel.
Okay.
I think it's 1.25 inches. And I'm probably going to ask you questions through it. And I'm not going to lie, this is a harder tool for me to practice my dexterity. You make it look so easy, by the way.
A lot of practice. A lot of like holding it while I'm watching TV and just really getting to know it.
Yes, I hear you. I need to get to know it better. Okay, so I did like one row just for practice. But,
It looks good.
Thank you. So I'm going to bring down this section I haven't done and ask you some questions.
Okay.
So this is this side section from behind the ear.
Okay.
If I break this up into two.
That looks good. That's a good subsection.
Okay. And just do the one subsection?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so should I start with the clamp up or down?
Always start with the clamp down because you don't want to put a crease in the wave.
Okay.
In the bend.
So clamping down.
Yep. Push your hair up. Pull the hair up. Exactly. Click, click, click. The reason why you're clicking is because you want it to give it some heat, but not too much. And also, if you clamp down, you will get a crease. So by clamping up and down, it'll soften the crease.
And do I pull a little the section up?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Hi, Charlie. Yeah, hi, Charlie.
I
can read. Just kidding. And then flip the clamp up to go. Yeah, exactly. Doing good.
I have to say, all the styling techniques I learned in Frisco, in both the look and learn and the hands-on, has changed my game.
Oh, that makes me happy. I mean, you know, it's nice to share and, you know, love you guys. Aw, everyone's giving love. It's nice. Yeah, it's really nice to share and especially doing hands-on or like how you see it. Because you also did hands-on too. You did look and learn and hands-on.
Yes,
so I think the first day of look and learn is like you get to see it until you get to do it, and then we're right around you when we used to get to see people and touch people. Now we have to do this.
Okay.
Not too long, but it's cool. Like you get to, you know, oversee it and how it's done, and actually really do it yourself. It's really totally different. That looks good. Remember to push the hair up. There you go. So you won't get a crease. Click, 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 click.
How long do you usually hold it and click it?
Depending on the hair texture. I mean, if the hair texture is like thick or somewhat of like, I don't know. It just all depends on the hair texture. And also the temperature ranges too.
Right.
So what temperature are you putting on right now?
This is 400.
Perfect. So I think with, you know, our model here, this is my model. I think her name's Vanessa. But yeah, I think I do 400 as well because we're a lot quicker, you know, than someone to do this at home on themselves. So 400 is good.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Looking good.
Thank you.
Cool, cool. I like this wave a lot because it's so different from the beach wave that we've been doing, you know, the live-in waves. And it just brings something different. So clients can like, you know, do this on themselves or change up their looks, you know, so it's, you know, something different. So
does this new wave technique, do you feel like I feel like does it feel like it changes things for like short hair to long hair? Can you do it both on short hair to long hair?
Yes. Okay. This
Okay.
is someone asking like, what styling would you call this? It's called new wave. It's a technique that I did a class with Leah back in October. My memory's shot. Yes, and it's basically using a Marcel iron, flipping the iron back and forth to create like an undulating wave or a bend. And depending on the size that you use, it can be more pronounced or not. So it's really, really cool that you can, you know, use different size to make it a little more pronounced or not. So cool. See, and it's pretty quick. I mean, I think she's on like the last 2 sections. So you have a great doll head, by the way.
Thank you. You know, I have to tell you, I have 2 doll heads at my house. and they're going to be my best friends as long as I am with them here.
That looks good. Aw, I love you guys. Leah, can you talk and do at the same time?
Yes.
I have to switch this way, Amanda, because I need to take a look. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
There you go. Awesome. So, how are you using this downtime to better your craft?
Okay, so one of the things that I'm doing is online education. I'm also going over the modules that you gave us in class, and I am cutting mannequin heads, styling mannequin heads, styling my own hair, and just trying to stay current and positive. One of the things that I learned, I think, in your class that was super resonating for me is to slow down and really focus on the hair, texture, type and density. I think you were talking about hair like fabric, I remember.
Yeah, I think I associate with hair. I associate hair with fabric so much because I came from fashion background. So to me, that's always resonates to me, you know. And I like that's the reason why I cut a certain way and I cut dry, because I can see the movement of the hair, and it's important to me to see that because I'm such a visual person. So yes. That's why dry is just so much easier for me. And to me, if the hair moves, because it just reminds me of fabric. So that's why when I see these things in hair, it just reminds me of fabric. So, and different hair texture is like different hair fabric, you know. I guess to me, Asian is like denim because it's, you know, it's a little coarser, and so you have to like really cut into a little more to make it move. Maybe blonde, straight, really straight. It's like chiffon, where it's like really soft and just like you gotta like be more gentle and less, you know, less aggressive with the texturizing, and you know, fun and stuff like that. But I just remember going through that in school. That's what we had to learn about different types of fabric. It reminds me of like different types of texture.
Yes.
Cool. I have another question for you.
Okay.
Okay. What are some of the tools you have taken away from the class that you have made that may have a big impact in practice?
Well, I think there's more than one. First and foremost, I felt like it was such a concise, clear way of communicating the modules to us. It was really easy to understand. I feel like you made everything make sense in a way. Like, I'm not learning a haircut, I'm learning how to cut hair. And I thought that was super valuable because I'm a colorist at heart, even though I went to toning guide and I did all that. I feel like that is probably where I don't have my confidence. So the class gave me a lot of confidence as well.
Oh, good.
And community. Oh my gosh, everyone is so nice. All the alumni, everyone is just so nice.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I want to build more of a community, you know, instead of like you taking my class and it's a one-off and I don't see you guys again. But it's like, it's good to catch up with people. Yeah, I think being isolated, I want to catch up with people and ever so more, you know, and I miss that, you know. I travel so much now. Once I'm home, it's okay. I'm not going crazy. I'm like, I find myself being busy and doing other things and stuff like that. So it's not bad. I'm not going stir crazy.
Right.
And now is a good time to reflect on everything. So I'm gonna jump in and work with you because now you're making my finger itch. I have not picked up a martial iron in, oh my God, almost 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes.
That's
I've been taking this whole time to like organize, clean my place, to make it feel like home because I travel so much. My place doesn't feel like home. I moved to a new place in November and it doesn't feel like home. So now it feels like home. So it's really, really good.
That's good. You're getting settled.
Yes. So I'm going to be using 1.5 inches at temperature at 400 as well. Okay? And I'm going to mimic what you did because I just, we want to do this together. So it's fun. All right. I'm taking a session about this wide and maybe you can critique me. That'll be fun.
Oh, come on.
That'll be fun. Hey, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. And I love the fact that, at 20 years of doing hair, I'm still, I still practice. I still do things, So it's nice that I don't know everything, but nice to see different perspective. And then honestly, when I teach class with you guys, not that I'm sharing information with you guys, but also I take a lot out of it too because you guys teach me things as well, and you guys like share things with me that it's a different perspective. So I think it's really cool on both ends that you get information on both ways.
Oh, definitely. I feel like you can never stop learning if you're passionate about your craft. And I mean, I'm constantly motivated by education like yours, just because it's so inspiring and it feels fresh and modern, and that to me is exciting because I want to bring that to my clients. Yeah,
and I think sometimes we get complacent with the looks that we do and stuff like that, and how we cut hair, and especially when clients that come to know, like, I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what you want to do. Yeah. So a lot of times, like, you want to try this, and then a lot of times they're like, sure, let's do it. And it's like, it's just hair. At the end of the day, you can wash this, and it's like, you're back to your natural texture.
Right.
So that's why having a really good haircut is so important, because after you style and stuff like that, you wash the hair, you're back to the real thing,
Absolutely. I feel like dry cutting has changed the game for me, so thank you.
You're welcome. Is it easier to see things?
Oh my
There's no
God.
guessing game.
It's so much easier to see things. It's so much easier to see weight and texture and how the hair reacts.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, do you guys have any questions for us? Maybe Amanda can ask, because it's hard for me to read and do this and talk to you at the same time. It's like rubbing your belly, rubbing your belly.
Great job.
What?
You're doing a great job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, teacher.
So I have a question. So somebody asked, so the bigger the iron for a more mellow bend and for a more exaggerated one, you'd use a smaller iron?
Correct. Who asked that?
Claire, not butter.
Cool. Can you go up to see who else asked questions? Because I missed a lot of questions. I just kept on saying questions. I'm like,
let me see here.
I like this human contact. I miss it.
Did you prep the mannequin before styling?
We smooth out the hair with the blow dryer, with a Dyson.
Perfect. What size iron are you using right now?
1.5 inches. And then Leah, what size are you using?
I'm using 1 1/4 inches.
Sweet.
Are you waving in the same direction every section, or are you alternating?
Same direction. And I'm also clicking as well, so I won't get a bend. But I want this to be very soft. I want Vanessa here to be very, you know, couch worthy hair. So.
So someone wants to know, how did you start learning to cut?
I started with Tony Guy decades ago. Yeah, and I have to say, I never give him enough credit. And I actually was on Facebook. I never got on Facebook. I was on Facebook and I saw my old friend, David Evan, who is actually David Evans. He is my old boss, and he's the one who taught me a lot of things. I have to say thank you, David Evans. He is he's an instructor at Tony Guy, and I worked for him for like a year or something. He taught me so much. He taught me how to be OCD, and thank you. Now I'm teaching Amanda how to be OCD. So. And I have to say, like, it's awesome. I have to give him so much credit, and he's so patient with me. And I remember one time, because I don't do color, he does color and cuts. I mixed up the wrong toner, so we're bleaching this girl, and I mixed up brown, so she became brown again. He was so nice to me. Instead of yelling at me, he's like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know. That's why I don't do color, by the way. I just, yeah. So, props to him.
So somebody wants to know, any tips on new wave in the face frame area? Hers looks flat sometimes.
So, here, a lot of times, I'll pull up to enunciate it more, okay? And then rock the irons back and forth, and this part bring up a little higher, so you can really get more of that kind of. And if you do want, maybe like do a little light hairspray beforehand if hairs that doesn't hold. You know, or if that doesn't work still, then I would go in, take like 1.25 inches, and then just really softly do this part. Okay? I hope that answered your question. But I'll have more tutorial of this, and I'll do a lot slower version of this in the coming up weeks. Okay?
Somebody's asking, do you always start at the root area with the clamp facing down?
Yes. Why is that, Leah?
So that you get more volume and no creases.
Yes. So I want to show you guys, if we were to do this with the clamp down, I'll show you the difference. Gosh, it feels so good to do hair again.
I know, right?
Stay, sorry, it's not Leah, this is Vanessa. Sorry, stay, Vanessa. So, the reason why, and trust me, I tried all this before we came up with a technique. If you were to do this, it's just so much harder. You get a crease right off the bat. Mm-hmm. Okay? It's easier to do this and lift up if you want volume. You know, some people are like, I want volume that lifts up. Then lift this up higher. So your elevation can be lower like this or higher like this. Okay? So it all depends on what you want out of it. So that's why I don't have to clip down a lot when I first start. Because sometimes you pull your hair up as well too, and you just get that crease. So.
Another question: how do you get your waves to look so soft?
One with 1.5 inches, because the size of the barrel and the way you space it. So one spacer here, you space it a little lower, and you space it a little lower. You never overlap. So what that means is that if I were to wave it here, I never go right at the part where it bends. I don't clamp it to there. I clamp it a little bit further away. So that means the amount of like peaks and valleys is a little further spread out. That makes sense? Cool. So let's take a few more, and a few more questions, and then we can wrap this up.
Okay. There's a question. What is your favorite shear brand for dry cuts?
Haha. Well, I'm coming out with my own.
Woohoo!
These are it. Did I tell you that?
Yeah. In class, you did.
Yeah, and they're not out yet, but they'll be out in the fall or so. Yeah, these are hybrids. These are dry cutting and wet cutting. I've been using this for a year and a half. I do about like 20 to 25 clients a day, right? In different cities. I have not sharpened it. We have dropped it a few times. I want to take responsible for it as well. We dropped it a few times. I love it. I have not sharpened it, so it still cuts my finger like butter. So it's incredible. We can have a whole different session about scissors. So I'll do another thing with scissors with you guys. So I have all these things planned out, but yeah, stay tuned for the scissor part. Okay.
Another question, how can other alumni sign up to do the styling demo? I saw it's every Thursday and Sunday.
Yes, we might increase it. And even if after this whole isolation is done, I'll still do it. So because I know it's so silly. This is why I learned from this isolation that I need to see my friends more, see my families more, not now, and see my alumni more, and just like be more communicative with people. So I'm just sometimes so busy, like let's do this, let's do this, go to a different city, blah, blah, blah. And it's like hard to like, smell the rose. I see the rose, I'm like, oh, they look pretty, but I don't get to smell it, so it's good to smell it. I know. Sorry for being so corny.
You're not corny. I think it's amazing. Absolutely. That's what makes you and your education special. It's personalized. It's meaningful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
One last question. Why is learning so important to you?
Ooh, that's a big question. Learning is important to me because it keeps me current. It keeps me motivated and positive. It also helps me bring to my clients something that's fresh and new, and you just have to advance your career. Like you're giving yourself a promotion every time you level up, and I feel like your class did that for me. Leveled up, 100%.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And I also learn when I teach you guys too, because meeting people all over the world, you get to see their perspective and how they do things, where they came from. It's really, really cool. So it's as much giving and taking at the same time. So, but gosh, I mean, I can be on this forever, and well, maybe not forever. At some point, we have to use the restroom.
Right.
But it's been fun, Leah, and I really, really enjoy talking to you. And I see you on Instagram all the time, but like it's nice to have a conversation instead of like one end towards the other end and stuff like
Absolutely. that. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to taking another class with you.
Oh, thank you. And you guys follow Leah. Leah is awesome, and she's in Austin, Texas, right?
Yes, Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
On 1150.
Yes. She's fantastic, and I'm also gonna repost this on my account as well, so you guys can take a look and stuff like that. So I want to say thank you for tuning in, and I really appreciate you guys, and I miss all of you guys, and I can't wait to hug someone. I'm gonna hug my Vanessa. She's gorgeous. So
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.